Oh, hey guys. I feel like I haven't filmed in a really long time. Ooh, let me figure out where I'm going. Currently, I am on my way to pick up my glasses. My new ones just came in. I ordered them like 4 days ago maybe, and they're already ready. What's crazy is I got some glasses from Zenny, which if you don't know what Zenny is, I'm telling you now because I'm here to help, you know? Zenny is basically this website that sells glasses for like cheaper than normal glasses. You just enter in your prescription and then they like you can pick your lenses and then they send them to your door. So I bought some from Zenny. The thing is, there's something called the PD, which is the pupillary distance. So I assume it's the distance between my pupils, but when I went to the doctor, they told me my PD was 35, and going on Zenny, the lowest you can have is like 40 or something. And in most lenses, you have to have a bigger pupillary distance in order to get those lenses or else they're not gonna fit. But I recently ordered some and lied and said that instead of 35, my pupillary distance was like 60. And so they came in and they're like all sorts of whack. Like I had to make sure I wasn't crazy. So I was like, Dad, if you put on glasses and they automatically make it harder to see, would you assume it's your eyes' fault or the glasses' fault? I don't know why I was like gaslighting myself like that, to be honest. But I decided that I wasn't gonna wear them because they were gonna give me a headache. But yeah, so I'm going right now to get my glasses. All that to say, I'm gonna hope that it's just that the fact that I lied about the PD. I'm just gonna hope that it's that and not the actual prescription, because then I would just have to start this process all over again. And my other glasses broke, so I need some new ones quick. Someone recently, a few people actually, told me that they liked my Go to Therapy with Me video. So that's what we're gonna do today. It's currently 2:12 p.m. and I have therapy at 3. So we're gonna pick up my glasses really quick and then go to therapy. And usually I would pick up a coffee on the way, but I've recently had this realization that I get 50% off at a coffee shop, so why would I go anywhere else? So I got this blueberry matcha. My friend Jess made it for me. Shout out Jess. I love her. I love you, Jess. I'm going the wrong way. Where am I going? Is this allowed? Okay. It's not a one-way. But where does this even go? Low-key, I think this could lead me in the right direction. Hey, sometimes you have to take the wrong road to get to the right place. I'm going way too fast. Oh, see? Yeah, this is perfect. I actually found a shortcut. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it's scary, but sometimes it works out. Anywho, yeah, I'm bringing my therapist a cookie. I don't know what the protocol is on that, but it's a gesture, if anything. I don't know if I were a therapist, I don't know if I would feel comfortable eating anything that my client brought for me. I mean, I'm not like a creepy person, and she knows that. Like, I have issues, but like not those kinds of issues. But I totally respect the idea that she would not eat that. But it's the gesture that counts, you know? I've been up since 6 a.m., technically 5, because I set my alarm for like 5:05. And then instead of waking up at 5:05, I woke up every 10 minutes until 6, which I guess is only 6 times. But I feel like that's still a lot. Oh. I have an alarm that says go to therapy. I'm at the eye place. Anyway, I'm gonna go inside now. I have to rebutton my pants, so give me a sec. Hey, do you guys like my glasses? What do you think? I love them. I think they look cool. I mean, they're a little bigger than my last one. Well, a lot bigger, actually. But I wish I brought a different shirt to wear. Okay, every time I drive to therapy, I always route like to my mom. I always route to my mom because she works like right by where I go to therapy. How is it only 12 minutes away? That's strange. These are so wonky. As much as I wish they made my vision like perfect immediately, she told me that my eyes are gonna have to get used to them because all day I've been seeing wrong because I haven't been wearing them. And so my brain's gonna be like, no, that's not right. Think again. So she said if I have to take them off today, that's okay. So we'll see. But I'm gonna listen to music on my way there. So I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, so it's 2:40. Yes, Leash is my background. Hey Leash. I'm sitting in the parking lot. Oh, you know, pondering my life. Wishing I had like a change of clothes, but I'm gonna check in the back really quick actually. Guys, look! What the heck? I did not expect this moment. I have literal everything. Like, I knew I would need these, okay? I knew it. Did I just forget all this stuff was in here? Yeah. Or maybe it was just for emergencies. Okay. They smell fine. I'm really sensitive to smells, but like I think they're fine. I just don't remember the last time I wore these pants, because this is a one-on-one on how to change your clothes in the car, just in case someone's watching. So, first, do the pants because no one's looking that far in your car. And if they are, they're a creep and you should call the police. Okay? Rule number 1. I always forget I have a nose piercing when I put shirts on. And so I always catch them in my shirt. Does that make sense? Like I always almost pull it out. When I was in Miami, I pulled it out freaking twice. All the way. Like one time it fell on the floor and I had to wash it off before I stuck it back in my nose. Okay, so you put your big shirt on and then you take your small shirt off. And so no one sees anything. They just get a little bit uncomfortable, but we can deal with uncomfortable. Naked, not very much. This looks crazy. Just like I like it. Should I put my jacket back on? This is good. I got this so I could sit with it in my session, but I think I'm just gonna bring my water and be healthy or whatever. Is it cold? Kinda is. I think I'm gonna go in and go pee before it starts, so I'll see you guys after. I'm back. And, man, guys, it's just so necessary. I don't know how else to put that. My stomach kinda hurts. Today was one of those sessions that like feels like surgery a little bit. I'm trying to get my phone out of the frame. I think some sessions I go and I'm like, this was good, like, but some days I'm like, ouch, this was really good. Because it feels like I took a shovel to my problems and like it hurts, but like it's really good. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen the diagram of the iceberg, but like I'll insert it here. It feels like the more I go to therapy, the deeper I can see on the iceberg, if that makes sense. I hope this isn't in slow motion. Oh well, if it is, so what? I just feel very raw right now. Like my heart feels raw. And it makes me feel a little less like I have to please people. And I don't feel like my problems are as uncommon as they feel when I have them. I just think I have a great therapist in general, one who works really well for me. And she gets me. Today I was explaining something and I was like, does that make sense? She said, help me understand. And I think while that can like be just a passing phrase, I think that was very intentional of her to say, because it made me feel more understood, even though she didn't understand. Help me understand. Like, you know, it's just wonderful. Like, it was wonderful. I just feel hopeful and I understand myself a little bit better. And I'm gonna go through this week pondering over the last hour because it opens something in your mind. It like frees something. I just feel more understood and less like I have to beg for people's validation. Like more confident in myself. Not because she spent the whole time just being like, oh, you're awesome, but she literally just sits there and listens to me, and when she feels I need a little bit of like an explanation for maybe how I'm feeling, she helps me out. But it's never like I have to be, like this has to be the answer. It's always like, could this be the answer? You know? So I always have like a way out, but it's very helpful input always, and never too much. And so I just feel understood by myself. And I needed another person to do that, and I think that speaks to our need for relationship in this world. And I think it's so easy to do that for each other too. Like if you're gonna watch my YouTube videos, I'm gonna teach you this, that like listening is such an important thing to me. You have time. Like sure, it's important to give your input to your friends' lives, and I've had to learn that for sure. Like, I just tend to listen and think that's all I'm good for sometimes. And so I think it's definitely important to know that you have a place in your friends' lives and that they've placed you in their lives because they want you to speak into their lives. But I also think people don't fully understand listening. It's actually so beautiful just to sit with people and like nod and just nod. Not just for show either, but like to fully comprehend what they're saying. Not be thinking about anything else. Not be thinking about how you're gonna respond. Like if you're someone who prays, I always pray and say, help me be exactly what I need to be for this person in this moment. And like sometimes that means I don't say anything. Sometimes I say something that they need to hear. Sometimes I ask a question. And I think that's so beautiful. Like we could do that for everybody if we really want to. Like I love doing that at work too, because my coworkers have amazing stories. And I think at work I'm more prone to just being silly and like we interrupt each other. We're in a fast-paced environment. It's fun. But like when I'm just hanging out with my friends, like I love listening to them because the less you say, the more they open up. When you give people space to understand themselves, it's almost like, so somebody tells you a story, right? And if after they're done telling the story, right? And you're really quiet and it gets a little bit awkward. I think the awkwardness kind of brings something out. Like people just start talking more. You have to be okay with things being awkward. You have to be okay with silence. And I think that shows something about like security too. All that to say, listening is important and everyone can do it. And I think that's important in all of our lives. And that's why I think therapy is so important. Because a lot of the time we get stuck in a world where we don't have time to listen. A person who is fully educated on the way that your mind could work, could not work, is very helpful. Because your friends might not be equipped in that way. I'm just learning how hard vulnerability is and that I need to do it more often. I also learned today in therapy that I can't rewrite the past as much as I try to bring it up again and again so that I can do it better this time. I think I'm stuck in a spiral of doing that, so much so that I forget to do better right now. Like I need to accept that the past has happened and that there are things I wish had gone differently, but I can do better now, and I have to accept that I didn't know better back then, and it's hard. So yeah, it was deep today. I don't know if you were expecting this kind of video or not. I'm very multifaceted as a person. If you don't know what that means, here's the definition. That's one thing we're gonna do. We're gonna learn some vocab in my vlog. Maybe this will be like your crash course on how to go from 0 to 100 emotionally. Anyways, I hope you guys like this video. I also think that's one thing they don't tell you about therapy is that everything just starts to be so much more funny because it doesn't matter as much as you think that it mattered. You just face the fear of telling somebody about your deepest self and you realize like, oh my gosh, it's actually not that scary. And so everything is just so much more light and funny. Like life has felt so heavy for so long and now it's like so much lighter because I got things off my chest. But yeah, here's your weekly reminder to set boundaries, take your vitamins, drink some water, and tell someone you love them, even if you're not used to that kind of thing, because it's important. I'm scared to do my outro because I'm at a red light, but that's probably the perfect place to do it. I need to stop being scared of what people think about me. It doesn't matter because I love you guys so much. Bye!
But they don't know you like I do. Wanna sit here and talk with you as if nothing else mattered, as if nothing else mattered.